Good evening, one and all, and welcome back to another Friday Night Showdown. Friday Night Live with your CSP, Andy, Kevin, Hoggy, Paul will hopefully be on. And tonight is the night, gentlemen. Already, 3 weeks ago or something like that, we'll raise a wee bit of money and raffle off some stuff as well for charity as well. My Christ. It's a fantastic thing we've done, but thank fuck it's over. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Andy, how's your week been, brother?
Aye, all right, mate. Always look forward to a Friday and an extra special night tonight. And again, I'm going to say it again, the work you've put into putting us all together, the raffle was just absolutely fantastic. And the prizes that are up for grabs are just immense. So a big thank you to you, Hoggy, because the amount of work you've put in is just unbelievable. And everybody else that's bought tickets, donated stuff, a big thank you, because it's going to make a huge difference. And people out there that have bought tickets are in for some really good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kevin, how are you, brother?
I can't fucking brand new. Great to be back on Friday night on the CSP charity with your good selves and all our viewers. And we have got what you can only describe as the mother of all fucking raffles. With the prizes that's there tonight, it is absolutely outstanding. What an effort. And big thanks to everybody who's bought a ticket, and big thanks to everybody who's donated these prizes, because as much as we love coming on and doing this and talking about the team we love, there's a serious side to it as well, and that is people taking their own lives. And what we know what's happened with the amount of people we've known over the years in our area, Chris's House Day, a fabulous thing. And it's great to be able to do something for it and get it back. But you can't do it without the viewers. They're the heartbeat of the podcast and the heartbeat of this raffle, because without them, you don't have a podcast and you don't have a raffle. So thanks very much to everybody for all the support that they continually give us. Thanks for buying the tickets. Thanks to everybody that's donated. And here we go. How you, Hoggy boy?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. A busy week at work. One of the weeks as well where it kind of gets shifted upside down for the start of the week as well. So I've been fighting the battle in work, but the battle has been won as always, and always looking forward to a Friday night with you boys as well. But just to echo what you've said there, that we started doing this as well because it is an annual thing that we do in raising money for Chris's House and the mental health kind of charity that it is. As Kevin says, it's close to our hearts for people that's made the decision to end their lives prematurely. And any money that we can put towards that as well is a good bit of money towards it. So I'll give you a wee where we are with regards to money. There's a couple of wee things I'm waiting on coming through, but hopefully when these things come through, it means it will have broke the £2,000 mark where it is. Now, I sat out with this as well, and the initial target was £500. We got that in fucking a matter of days. And it's like, I'm going to keep this quiet here as well, because I'm not really wanting to kind of tell the boys as we're going. But through the thanks I need to give out as well. So Notre Dame Celtic Supporters Club, fantastic effort for the guys there. Kieran Tierney Celtic Supporters Club, fantastic effort for the guys there. Delaney's Bar, fantastic effort for the guys in there. The CSP, you guys bought in your draws as well. So there's a collective thank you to everybody there as well. But I'm sitting probably with just over £1,800 now. I've got a couple of wee applications into some funding. So I'm hoping next week as well I can come back in and say that this raffle has raised over £2,000 for Chris's House, which is fucking incredible, man. Absolutely fantastic. So as we said, as I said as well, it's all well and good as well. But see, when you've actually got like £2,000 and then it's like, well, how many tickets is that? All your tickets are in the bag, gentlemen. They're in the bag, and it's a pain in the arse. It's a pain in the arse having to write out fucking raffle tickets for everybody. But anyway, here we are. A wee recap of the prizes. We started this off with 6 prizes, which was 3 prints, a signed Celtic top, and 2 pieces of artwork. We've now got 21 items up for grabs in your raffle tonight. We've got a Negrin painting, Ryan the Painter artwork. Now, this is stuff as well that we've been kind of looking at today to get there, but that is sitting with Martin Morell just now. I'll show you what the artwork actually is. I don't have this in hand. It's up at Morell's house now. But if I look and show you what this actually is, this is a guy, I kept on saying Oasis, but it's actually Paolo Nutini in The View that he's did some stuff for. So that, let me take this comment after as well. This is it's quite a funky thing as well. That's what you've got there, guys. That is what we have for Ryan the Painter's art. Now, Ryan has basically said that he would normally commission items like that over £600. Over £600 that would be commissioned for on his site there as well. Paint as well is over £200 on site. We've got an AJ Canada top. We've got an Egan Sweden top. We've got a Jan Vera Hesselink Celtic top. We've got a Forest Scotland top. We've got the 0809 signed Celtic squad. I've got a KT top. It's no signed the KT yet, but it is going to be happening there. We've got the Eriog album. We've got Richard Ashcroft gig tickets. We've got the View package. We've got Centenary top long sleeve. We've got the Celtic home retro. We've got Celtic away retro. The Bumblebee retro. The Celtic concept. The Bobble hat. Higgins print. The Forster print. And the Messi print. 21 prizes available for tonight, guys. But I say 7:30 is the hard time. I'm going to come back to this draw stuff as well. But Paul has entered the building. Paul, how you doing, brother?
Sorry, lads. The worst. A new excuse tonight. I've actually lifted the wrong computer from my work. I lifted my actual work's computer, so my own personal one's at my work, and this is my work's computer. So it took me a long time to get WhatsApp and that downloaded, or should I say my middle child to download it for me. So there's the eye. So that aside, I still, all right, still no feeling fucking 100%, or no lie, still a bit under the weather. But we're here, so I don't care if the lights is good on this computer. This is an old one, so if it's a bit fucked up, my light, I don't know if I'm looking all right or. Well, no.
You're looking good, mate, as always.
My computer.
You're looking good as always.
Cheers, Hoggy.
No,
that's it, guys. All good to go.
I'm the same as you, mate. Again, the way this week's went,
this morning,
still fucked, still fucked. My chest, my chest, is still full of cold and stuff like that.
But the good news is, the good news is I'm on day 5 of stopping smoking, so
nice.
That's that done. Fucking jack the fags in, like, fuck that.
Good man.
Yeah.
Right, so guys, we will.
It's a lingering log, isn't it?
It is. It's fucking is, mate. It is. We'll park the chat about the raffle, and we will get obviously into our chats about Celtic. Now, there's a few things I wanted to bring up for a conversation piece before we get into the raffle stuff, because that's, let's be honest, that's the main event of the night, is the raffle. But we were greeted maybe the wrong word as well, but the news came out this week as well, which many of us actually already kind of thought was happening, that Kasper Schmeichel has actually got a fucked up shoulder, properly. He's tore his rotator cuff, he's tore dislocated shoulders and stuff as well, which is going to be up to 12 months, Andy, out of commission. His deal at Celtic is up in the summer, so you don't think Celtic's going to be giving him another deal. So it looks like Kasper Schmeichel not only is leaving Celtic, but he's actually leaving the world of football, or professional playing football. What was your thoughts on hearing that news? Because there's different elements I want to get stuck into as well. The way that it was announced on fucking CBS in America, rather than kind of through the club. But just before all that stuff, what was your thoughts when you heard that Kasper Schmeichel will no longer be playing for Celtic, really?
Well, to be honest with you,
I thought it was a fucking disgrace. Yeah. I'll go first if you can hear me. I thought it was an absolute fucking disgrace.
On you go.
And I thought he's been a disgrace as well. I thought the way it was announced was pathetic, standing next to his dad looking all like it was a big surprise. It was performative. Fucking him, Micah Richards, and fucking his face. Clearly played under injury for his own selfish needs. Okay, I was one of these folk that fucking, and Andy will tell you that the Huns game when he was getting booed, I was not happy. You didn't boo your players. But I tell you one thing, if I seen him fucking nude get booed, and I think he's been fucking shambolic that he's played clearly with no fit. Steve Woods, manager, all the coaching staff, I thought it was just pathetic. The way it was announced was pathetic. But worse than that, why has he been playing? Why did they play, like, for example, back to the Huns game, Andy, that we watched together? Why did they play at that? Why did they play there? It was fucking absolutely fucking appalling. I think he should be ashamed of himself, and there should be. I hope this is all getting heard, by the way, because I know we're all going in and out here. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you at the start, Paul, you were. Again, there's different sounds coming in as well. So Kevin's kind of doing the stuff with the phone there. That's going to cause a wee bit of feedback stuff. But you were kind of breaking up at the start, but near the end there as well, you were all good, mate. We heard everything you were saying there.
Yeah.
So Andy, can you take on for what Paul's saying there? That I think a lot of people are saying what kind of Paul's got there as well. That I think it was the way that it was done rather than what's been done is going to go under people's skin there as well. Were you the same way? Were you thinking, same as Paul, that he should be ashamed of himself?
I think firstly, let's. Well, I'm no shy in putting my boot in where I think players deserve it, but look, the guy's career's early, right, which is very sad for him. He did give a very good first year at Celtic, but it's quite obvious that, you know he's been suffering. So you kind of go, is he being selfish? Like, to me, and the way I'm looking at it is, he seems to be more concerned about going to the World Cup with Denmark than performing. He's using Celtic, I think, as a vehicle to prepare himself and keep himself relevant in the Denmark squad. And incidentally, he's not been great with him either. When you look at that game at Hampden, you know, he get absolutely. It was embarrassing what happened to him, and I don't know if you could put that down to injury, but listen, he's what, 38 now. All right, keeper's going a wee bit longer, but you would say he was coming to the twilight of his career anyway. I just think that, you know, I look at instances that have happened this season that have really cost us dearly, you know, even the cup final and stuff like that. Last season as well. It's. I want to put a bit in, but I don't want to be too. I don't want to be too kind of.
Please do.
Rough on him, you know. But I think, you know, I think it's been very selfish. The way he's basically come out as an interviewed with his dad, which is, you know, like his dad saying, "Oh, you found out." Like his dad knows the situation. Like the whole way he's went about it is wrong for a start. You know, when Joe Hart left Celtic, he sat down and he spoke to the fans, and you know, I don't think that Kasper Schmeichel cares one iota about the Celtic fan base. I really don't. I've always kind of had that impression, and I first got that when we played Dundee, and the boys were thrown on the pitch, and his attitude towards the fans, and for that moment on, I was like, you're like comparing him and Hart when it comes to goalkeepers. I would probably say Kasper is probably the better keeper, but personalities and how they are as a person, there's only one winner there, and it's Joe Hart, 100%. When it comes to taking the club and the fan base into his heart, I think, but that's been shown to be true in the way this has all come out. So I'm actually no bothered that he's not going to play for Celtic again. His career's early, to be honest with you. But listen, it's an opportunity for Sinisalo, a boy that does want to be here, has spoken about wanting to make himself number one at our club. People say it's a wee bit selfish for Kasper, and I can absolutely see that. It probably is, but this is Sinisalo's time now. I think the fact he's not come out and addressed the fans is directly in a way. I think he mentioned he'll think his time in Scotland fondly or something like that. He said, you know, and you kind of go, is that it? You know, is that it? So, you know,
there's a bit in there, Andy. Kevin, I'll bring you in for this, but there's a bit in there that you almost put yourself in that kind of situation as well, and think of the human element. If that was me, how would I feel? What would I say? We're all Celtic fans. We Celtic.
Well, for me, I would be wanting the best for my club. Know what I mean? I'd be wanting the best for my club if it was me. If it was in that position, I think it's absolutely shameful. I think he deserves a right good hard kicking of boys for what he's done. And I think questions need to be asked. Our coaching staff as well, and just how much they know and how much he's actually got away with.
But there's a thing in there, Kevin, and this is what I wanted to get to through it, is because as I was saying there that we've got Celtic in the core of our hearts and everyone we're at today as well. See if I had a sore shoulder and didn't know the full extent of that, would I be putting myself up there as well, going through playing through the pain and playing through the pain barrier? Andy, can you hear me?
I can, mate. Aye, Hoggy. See, to be honest with you, like I know you're saying like technically you shouldn't be playing through the pain barrier and all that, but you hear about players doing this all the time, taking injections, blah blah blah. We've had it with CCV was playing with an injury as well, and you think to yourself, is he going to be totally the same? I suppose it's different with that type of injury as a goalkeeper, because if that was an outfield player with that extent of an injury to a part of their body that's required for them to do their job, they wouldn't simply want to be playing, you know. So I think, you know, the club's got a lot to answer for. Casper's got a lot to answer for. Kev's absolutely right. You know, how much did they know? They've got to know these players are, you know, they're getting looked at all the time. They've got all sorts of medical people looking at them, and they know it's an injury because we've all seen it happening when he played for Denmark. So that, and we spoke about this at the time, because it was like at that age, when how long is it going to take you to recover? For a keeper, that's a part of his body he's going to be using all the time. It's very hard to continue doing that. It takes a lot of recovery, especially when you're an older person as well. It takes longer to recover. And at that age, you know, I just think that it's not a good look. It's not a good look on Celtic when you're looking at the medical staff and other people making decisions, and it's not a good look on Casper.
How is that? Sorry, I cut it there, boys. But how is that being allowed to happen? Again, it's rhetorical. He's not easy to know, but surely in training, I mean, it was obvious. I mean, how many goals is it? This could still ultimately cost us the league. The amount of goals he's cost us. Going back to the Huns games, the goals you let in there. There's been numerous goals at Kilmarnock, albeit we came back and won that game. Hibs, okay, I mean, the cup final last year. So you're talking to that place to hear. Listen, he's also made some big saves in these games and during that period as well. But I think it's absolutely fucking disgraceful, and I think it's tarnished any legacy that he had at Celtic for me. Absolutely fucking tarnished. It's a fucking charlatan and should be punted out the club. If he's not already been punted out the club, he should be out the fucking club, because it's a fucking disgrace. The way him and his old man stood there and did that performative bullshit with Micah Richards was fucking nauseating in the extreme. Never once mentioned Celtic, by the way, in the interview. Never once mentioned the club that's paying his fucking wages. Fuck him and fuck his dad. Get him to fuck.
What's he on? Is it 60 grand a week or something he's on?
Idea, Andy. But I
think it is.
It should get auto right back off him for fucking for some form of fucking, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for, fucking fraud. It's some description. He should get some of the wages taken off him because he's been playing under duress, and it also needs to come fucking out. There needs to be some sort of investigation at the club as to how that can get past Steve. It couldn't have got past Stevie Woods. Martin O'Neill, maybe, because Martin's not heavily involved in the training. But I'm sorry, there needs to be fucking arses boot it. And I tell you one thing, it's really soured me with that wee dick. No, he's not a wee dick, but a big dick to be fair. But it's really soured me, and any legacy they had, get him to fuck.
I am with you, Paul.
Stood there during the week, and it was so set up for it to be like that. And then never once mentioned us. Fucking rat bastard, get him to fuck.
Yeah, I think
I've done my rotator cuff. You probably have taken at the gym, or at least tweaked it. You can't lift your arm above your fucking shoulder. You know what I mean?
To the extent of the injury that he's got, and how he's able to kind of do that, and just pass it off as a niggle or something as well. It's hard to believe. Martin O'Neill came out and said, Andy, that he was almost disappointed that he heard it through CBS, and that's your manager coming out and saying. To hear it that way as well, I was kind of disappointed with that. And again, I think it's what Paul's saying. I very much get it. I'm not quite as vociferous in my condemnation of him as well for it, because at the end of the day, people will always look after number one. I think you've seen there as well where he positions himself as well, and he couldn't give a fuck with Celtic stuff like that. See, if that's the case as well, then fuck all. You're not going to get any of my
I bet you Joe Hart wouldn't have done that, Hoggy.
It would have, and that's the point I'm trying to make here, Paul, as well, is that if you're talking, you mentioned legacy and stuff like that as well, I think it will show you there that there's people that buy into the whole Celtic thing and come as the collective and right, we're one team pushing there. And then you've got stars or you've got egos that basically just align themselves with Celtic. But as soon as something goes wrong or as soon as they're questioning themselves, they'll pull themselves away from it. So with regards to Schmeichel, he's done well for Celtic, and I'll still stand up and say he's been a great keeper for Celtic. There has been some times as well he's threw the ball in and stuff like that, but if we're talking the overall legacy and impact and stuff, he's definitely stubborn.
Sorry, I'm not having him in the great Celtic keeper category. No fucking danger.
He's been a great keeper.
No, somebody's cost us cup finals and everything single-handedly. That ain't happening for me.
He's a cunt. Get him to fuck.
I would say, listen, I'm no major fan of Kasper Schmeichel, but he has saved us a lot as well in his first season here. All right, what's happened, and he's basically at the end of his career is not good. It's not a good look, and it's certainly not. It doesn't lie well with him.
The cup final his first season.
I know, but he's also saved us in quite a lot of occasions as well. So, but do I think he's a Celtic great? No. Do I think he's a great keeper? No, particularly. No, I really don't. I think he's a guy who's took an opportunity to really keep his international career going. We've been at a club at Celtic, playing in Europe, playing in the big competitions. He's used us as a vehicle, and I think he's let us down badly the way he's went about this. The fact that Martin O'Neill's come out and basically said that, almost as if he didn't know about it, which I don't believe either. I mean, let's be honest here. They know. He's injured. There's no secret. We can all see the way he's acting. He's injured, the way he was playing. So, I wouldn't say it's a total surprise. I think what he's saying is the fact that he's decided to go to a media company on live TV instead of dealing through the club kind of thing.
Now, what I was saying there is that Kasper Schmeichel is a great goalkeeper. Kasper Schmeichel is not a Celtic great. So let's not say that I'm trying to say that he's a Celtic great. Not at all. He's a great goalkeeper.
He wouldn't be a great Celtic goalkeeper,
again, this is where it's all opinions and it's a different. And what we'll do is we'll get into
what I'm like with that Hoggy with opinions. If I think I'm right, I'm right.
I didn't realise this was going to be so fiery, by the way. I wasn't expecting this.
Fuck you, Paul. Fuck you.
You know something, though?
The tail end of this fucking lure game. We're still a bit crab it.
No.
You know something, though? See, at the end of the day, he's, for a guy who had quite a really good distinguished career as a really, really good goalkeeper, it's ended in a sure knock for him. And it's not and it's down to nobody but him. He's actually let himself down as much as anybody else. Because he's just going to disappear into a fucking wilderness now. That's my take on
the thing is, Kev, right? Can I just say one thing? Right, I get players playing through the playing barrier. I've seen it. Players getting strapped up. I've seen Peter Grant running about the park, literally fucking the cup final in '95.
Mind when he had no knee. It basically had no knee. Mind.
Because
he still managed to point.
Take his place. This is where the difference in the selfish cunt comes in. It's not like we didn't have a good keeper sitting ready to take his fucking place, and still he managed to get himself into the first team to play games where he clearly shouldn't have been playing, where it would have clearly been a better team. It's my shouldn't know to get. So I'm working off a different computer there, so we'll just have to wait and see. Sorry, Tony. It's not like we didn't have somebody else waiting to come into the team that would have improved the team rather than a half fit at best Kasper Schmeichel. Very, very fucking selfish. Very selfish individual.
Nah, I'm with you all the way in this one, Paul. I'll back you to the hilt in this one.
But we're not 100 miles away. Let's say we're not 100 miles away from where it is as well. But what I was trying to say there is, I think once the dust settles on it, and we'll get a real good chat after the season's done and dusted and stuff, and what impact he's had. And then hopefully the impact is we'll still have won the league and stuff. And we kind of look at that as a pivotal moment and say that through all that shite that's happened with the goalkeeper has cost us any of the league titles. But as you said, Paul, it's an opinion-based thing as well. And we will all have our opinions on it. And let's leave a lot of the talking after the season for it as well. But I think we can all agree that regardless whether he's played his last game for Celtic or not, it's very, very disappointing And that's really what you're saying as well, feeling let down. I try not let anybody let me down. I try not raise anybody up to this kind of place that they'll, by their actions, they'll then let me down. I don't feel ultimately let down by Kasper Schmeichel, but I can certainly see that Kasper Schmeichel has basically done a badge in by not going through the official channels to announce that as well, but by doing it himself. It does show a wee bit of that egotistic side of him. And that's where I think that everybody's thinking he's let himself down. And to parade it on fucking CBS, it's not even like Sky Sports, and it's not even a sponsor of the fucking Scottish game as well. So, it's a bit of a chocolate teapot situation there as well. But ultimately, what it's left then, Paul, is it's left the number one spot. Is there's no contest in our number one. Our number one for the rest of the season is going to be Sinisalo.
Okay, right.
Are you happy then that's kind of cleared up any confusion or any kind of sort of who is going to be number one?
Absolutely, very much so. I don't think there should have been no doubt about that anyway. Performance-wise, since Sinisalo came in, it just really going back over it again. It just really fucking hits me.
Apart from a couple of wee hairy moments up at Livingston.
Aye.
He had a couple of wee hairy moments here, but apart from that, so far so good.
Kev, I always say, mate, when you go to that fucking shithole in Govan and everything that comes with that, and you put in a performance, I always think that's making you fair. And he did that in the cup game. Can you not hear me all right? I cut the focus in, my volume's not great.
It's a wee bit low.
It's not my computer, so I'm fucking that's what I'm doing with it.
I thought you might be able to get into settings, Paul, and turn your volume up. If you go to the settings and then audio.
Right, Paul, while you do that, gentlemen, can I just say, gentlemen, we are at the bewitching half hour. It is 7:30. And at 7:30, yes, somebody saying Hoggy.
Big Chubb's just sent you in the comments here. He's just sent you an tenner for 2 tickets. If it's too late, put it to the charity, he said.
I'd said that before as well. I'm fucking glad as well that this selling tickets nonsense as well is all finished.
I know, that's how I said I didn't want to burst your bubble while I was actually sitting here fucking chuckling at bursting it.
See, that's the thing as well, because the way we've done it is send it and say, right, here's a process, drop money into the bank, then we'll write the tickets out as well. So, Chubb, there's your other tickets that get in there, buddy. And you can see.
I've only 2 tickets in the bag, Chubb.
Fucking Russell.
That looks as if you're doing something else under that desk, by the way. I'm just want to say that.
Who's joining us, Paul?
Right, guys, so we are going to get into the raffle draw now, and the way that we've got it split up into 5 different sections. The first part of the draw will be the artwork. Second part will be the football shirt memorabilia. Third part will be the music gifts. Fourth part will be the retro gifts. And then the fifth part will be the rest, the odds and ends of it. So, gentlemen, talk amongst yourselves while I get our artwork pieces together. Carry on.
Right, guys, let's you want to talk about the injuries coming back with the squad. Obviously, Calmac, AJ, Engels, KT was out there training as well. Just coming in at a good time, you reckon?
No,
obviously.
No, let's say that after it, Andy.
Right, okay, so somebody else talk about something then.
I was at Blair Drummond Safari part of the day. If that's any good with my work.
Guys, our first prize in the raffle is the Benjamin Negrin painting by Gio Thompson. Retails over £200 on his website, so it is a fucking absolute slaughter of a prize. And I'm going to go into the bag for the first time.
Go on yourself, big man.
Yep, I have nothing in my hands. The winner of Benjamin Negrin artwork is a yellow ticket. So let me give you the wee bit. So there's 3 key pieces of information in your raffle ticket: the colour, the code, and the number. Colour is yellow. The code is AA531709. Numbers 341 to 345. That is won by Fletch of the Notre Dame Celtic Supporters Club. Fletch,
well done,
Well done, Peter.
That Peter McEwen, aye?
Peter McEwen, Fletch. Good lad.
Sorry, Lauren. I know Lauren was looking for that one. Second one we have is the Ryan the Painter and this is artwork that's been done by Ryan the Painter, who's done a lot of work for The View and Paolo Nutini. That's the one we're talking about there.
It's a belter, actually.
This is with us just now, but that'll be going to somebody else. Second prize tonight has been won by is a green ticket, AH370033 201 to 205, is won by Barney Roy of the Kieran Tierney Celtic.
Oh, what's happening here?
You got to be in it, there, innit, Paul?
The fucking West Coast thing, this.
And the third piece of artwork is the Henrik Larsson print, donated by myself. This is hung on my wall for many a year. It's one of my prized possessions, or it was one of my prized possessions, but that now is owned by we have a yellow ticket, A531709 3560 360. That is Rory of the Notre Dame Celtic support.
Oh, what the fuck?
You need to get that bag there, Russell.
You boys bought a lot, Kev, to be fair, so good
trying.
play.
I'm trying.
Aye, they did the
Right.
both.
Aye,
The
fair
both,
play.
yeah.
Next prize that we are raffling off today is the Alistair Johnson Canada signed. The autograph is at the back here next to his number 2. It is. Oh, fuck is it? It's there. Yeah. That is now owned by
Kevin Moon.
a white ticket, AE593004 2560 260. That is Jim T of the Notre Dame Celtic.
Fucking hell.
For fuck's sake.
Jim
To be
Thornton.
fair, guys, to be fair, Notre Dame did buy £500 worth of
Aye,
tickets
fair
as well,
play,
so,
by the way.
you know, there is going to be some stuff there as well. So that's Jim T of the Notre Dame.
What a great prize. Very rare that'll be.
I take
This
loads of
one is
vitamins,
one of the
Kev.
best ones, I think, as well. This is Benjamin Negrin. You can see here as well, we've got the match that it was actually worn on. You've got the signature on the back of it here. Beautiful, beautiful Sweden top. That one has been won by
Drum roll.
right in about it here.
Get your horn right in that bag and get it right good.
I'm trying.
Course I do.
Oh shit, I'll let it go there.
Louise
A green
McPherson. No, there's no bottles.
70033 1860 190. Bill Dunbar of the Kieran Tierney.
And Bill.
Bill Dunbar. Well done, Bill. Well done, Bill.
The fucking Lanark's your postcode to win something here.
I'm trying, Paul. I'm trying, mate. I'm trying. Next
I'm
one
only
is,
kidding, mate. I'm only kidding.
one is the Jan Venegoor of Hesley signed top. Come on. I'm trying to public one. There's fucking 3 or 4 coming out at the same time. Right, here we are. Yellow ticket 231235. Chubb.
Hey, big man. Yeah, big lucky
Chubb.
bastard.
I think that's one of
by
the
the
ones
way.
as well. You just bought that there the new. I think
What's
that's
the-
one of the
what's the
ones you just bought there the new, buddy.
What's the one?
So that's Chubb that's on the Jan Venegoor Hesley
Yeah,
top.
but honestly, that was one big lucky bastard. Well done, Chubb.
Next up is James Forrest signed jersey.
Can't- Don't know fucking win this.
Louise McPherson.
What's that?
Is a green ticket 8185 AH370033 is won by Paul Flanagan of
I
the
shat myself there.
Celtic Supporters Club.
Fucking shat myself.
You'd have liked that, Paul, wouldn't you?
Oh, aye, mate. Scotland daft.
Well done, Flanny boy. The next prize we've got is the 08-09 jersey signed by the squad at that time. Now, some fantastic signatures in here. Arthur Boric, Samaras, Scott McDonald, Paul.
Fucking.
He'd be scrubbing his name off it.
Team ticket AH370033 231 to 235. Marie Murphy. You've won Celtic 08 squad. Well done, Hen. And the last one that I'm going to pull, I'm not going to announce who's got this one, mind you, right? I'm not going to announce this because this will be a wee surprise for somebody. When I do get the signature sorted out, I'm going to pull a ticket. I'm just going to leave it there, right? That one's left there. That's who's won the Kieran Tierney. Let me just see who it is. Okay. That's who's won the Kieran Tierney. Righty-ho. So let's go there. Next prize, we're moving into our music round. First music prize is
Oh, come on.
Live at the Brazen Head. Cellophane up, unopened.
One of only 500.
One of only
That's
500.
number three, 500, is it that one?
Number 2, I think it was.
Number 2.
Number 2.
John boys, if the connections.
It's been won by 141-145. It's a white ticket, AE593004. Paddy for the Wise Group. Paddy for my work. Well done, brother.
Paddy.
And Paddy, you lucky bastard.
Actually, I don't think Paddy will maybe be too enamoured with that one as well. Paddy used to be in the army and stuff, so yes, we'll see.
Oh, look like a fucking Brit hoggy. Come on, the fuck. You do that and draw again, for fuck's sake.
Next prize, gentlemen, is the Richard Ashcroft gig tickets. Now, whoever wins this one, just give me your details. I'll pass it along to Martin Morell, who's been he's been fantastic at getting this prize for us. It is guest list passes, so you won't have physical tickets for it. You'll be put onto the guest list, go into the hydro, tell them on your guest list, they'll get you sorted out. The winner of that one is Katie Marie H. Number 1 to number 5. It's a white ticket, AE593004. Katie Marie. Well done, darling. And the last of the music round is the music package. So you've got an album and you've got 6 singles, all vinyl. The winner of this one is Jim Belfast from the Notre Dame Celtic Supporters Club. 441 to 445, white ticket, AE593004. Well done, Jim Belfast.
Okay, you're going to take that Brit bastard for your work because you want that album or no? Okay, what I mean?
I will tell you that one might be coming back to me, but if it does, then we'll basically...
I'll be polite, ex-Brit bastard.
Righty-ho. Gentlemen, we're moving on to the retro round. The first retro prize is long sleeve.
Belt that. I don't think I've had a long sleeve in the centenary season, by the way, but never mind. Do you remember the long sleeve tap in the centenary season, Kev?
Was never a fan of long sleeve taps, to be honest.
I used to get them all the time. Long sleeve tap and no sponsor.
But Kev, they didn't come out. I remember desperately wanting them, but they didn't come out to.
No.
I would say after the centenary season.
I think it was a wee while after that.
Belted a tap by the favourite.
I'm properly trying to separate all these guys, so don't think I'm trying to pick a fucking winner for the bag here. I'm just trying to separate them all. It is a white ticket, 16 to 20. We have Lorraine McKinnon of the CSP. Lorraine.
Well done, Lorraine.
Well done. Long sleeve centenary is coming to you.
It's a belter, by the way.
Next one, Andy, is the home retro top, which we've got a picture of here as well. So that's going to be the 85-86, I think, this one.
Yeah, got it here.
Point, Franny. Aye. And that tap, Dave Franny's right, aye, that wee bastard Johnson did just to wear a long sleeve tap, but you couldn't buy them.
That one has been won by Yellow Ticket, 1360-140, AA 531709, Alan Cairns of the CSP.
Well done, Benny boy.
Well
Benny
done.
Cairns, well done.
Done.
Fifers are starting to clean up now. Well done, Benny lad.
Celtic away retro, Andy, if you can show that one up for us, please, brother.
Yes, got it here.
Oh, that's my favourite.
Oh,
That has been won by White Ticket 301305 is Lauren of the Celtic Supporters Podcast.
Yes, well done, Lauren.
Well done, Lauren.
Well done, pal.
Popular winner.
Nice to see some of our faithful followers getting a wee turn
Yes,
here.
I know. I was just wanting a good spread of getting winners for all the places as well. So next one, Andy, is the Bumblebee. Can you show us the Bumblebee,
Yes.
please?
Yeah.
There we are, yep. Yeah, fucker. Shut up, fucking public media. 156 to 160. So another white ticket. AE 593004, won by Lauren of the CSP again. Lauren,
She won again?
Well
Wow.
done, Lauren.
Fucking one after the other. Well
What's the
done.
chances of that, man? Well done, well done.
So to be fair to Lauren, she did buy a few tickets that happened as well. So
Two cracking taps here.
Got to bin it to win it.
Next one, Andy, is the Celtic Concept jersey. Yep, the winner of is the green ticket 261265 AH370033, Michael Carr of the Kieran Tierney Celtic Supporters Club. Well done, Carr.
Listen, I knew Lauren would say that, redo the winner, but I wouldn't. You've run it, Lauren. She deserved the 2 strips. Agreed.
Next one up is the bobble hat. Tricolour bobble hat. Guys, these hats are fucking tremendous. I love these hats. This was one that was purchased. I'm not going to tell you what it was purchased, but it was actually somebody really special to me actually bought me that, and it's never been worn. So
Aye, I was just about to say that. It's only been worn 3 times.
White ticket 1760-180 is Kez for the CSP.
Kez, well done, Kez, mate.
Well done, Kez.
Jazzy
Well
boy.
done.
Listen, Hoggy, I'm sitting here keeping an eye on the comments, and that second one, Lauren says put it back in for somebody else, but nah, you paid your money, you took your chances in the raffle. The 2 of them's coming your way, Lauren.
No, that's
Yes.
that, Kev, definitely.
Next up is John Higgins signed print. John Higgins signed print is going to Yellow ticket 86-90 is going to Matthew Scott of the CSP.
Well done.
Well
Well
done,
done,
Matthew.
Matthew.
Well done, mate.
Next one is the Forster and Messi print. Boom. That one is going to Yellow ticket 441-445, Davy A for the Notre Dame Celtic Supporters Club.
Davy
Well
Armstrong.
And the last one we have is not Celtic related, of course, as well, but it is Leo Messi print from Gio Thompson. And the winner of said one is white ticket 51-55 is Nick of the CSP, which I think is our Nicky Weir. Nicky,
Well done, Nicky,
you got a
boy.
Messi print coming for you, brother.
Ah,
Well
fuck
done,
him,
Nicky
throw that
boy.
again.
So there it is. There it is. Oh, that fucking paper.
Okay.
Yes.
Done.
Well done, Hoggy
Done.
boy. Well done, everybody that won stuff. Well done.
Yes, well done to everybody. We recap all the prizes there. So Fletch wins the Benjamin Negrin painting. Barney Roy wins the Ryan the Painter artwork. Rory wins the Henrik Larsson wall print. Jim T wins the AJ Canada top. Bill Dunbar wins the Negrin top. Chubb wins the Jan Vericure Hesselink top. Paul Flanagan wins the Scotland Forest top. Marie Murphy wins the Celtic 08 squad. Paddy wins the Ariog album. Katie Marie wins the gig tickets. Jim Belfast wins the view package. Lorraine McKinnon wins the Century the long sleeve. Benny Cairns wins the home retro. Lauren wins the Bumblebee and the away retro. Michael Carr wins the concept top. Kez Moore wins the bubble hat. Matthew Scott wins the Higgins print. Forster wins, Davy Armstrong wins the Bessie Forster, and Nicky Weir wins the Messi print. Whew, there we are. Jesus Christ almighty.
Well done.
Nobody won anything for you. I'll tell you that. I need a fucking drink now. I need a stronger drink than fucking this, I'll tell you.
What was the final? You got the final total, Hoggy, you raised? No, is that?
We're sitting there, I said earlier, we're sitting there about 1,800 quid, mate. But I've got a couple of wee things out. One of them's through my work as well. We've got a kind of charity fund through the work as well. So I applied for some funding through that as well. So I'm hoping through the extra things that I'm trying to do to actually reach the $2,000 mark, mate. So fantastic.
Listen,
fantastic.
Well done.
Absolutely. For where we are, listen, the only way we've really publicised this is through the podcast.
Aye.
You know, yes, we've reached out to Notre Dame and the Cairn Tierney, we've done the buses. That's the two places that we'd always went for it. What I'll say is we've raised potentially £500 or £600 more than we did last year. And last year's was the charity football match that we've done, and a wee bit of kind of a raffle after that. The prize that we've got there as well, and what we've raised is knock the pants off you, knock the knickers, as I said earlier, kind of clean the knickers, clean off that target of £500 that I had. So there we are, and breathe.
Well done.
I'll bring us back to Andy. You had mentioned there just when I'd said as well, kind of talk amongst yourselves a wee bit.
Aye.
You mentioned about the injuries. So we've seen that Martin O'Neill was said today that Kalmack, AJ, and Engels have been out on the grass, some might say. Kalmack is eager to play on Sunday. Engels probably not, and AJ is not going to be playing until after the international break. But Andy, take it away from there, mate.
I think obviously it's good for your point of view that he's going to have options there as well. Obviously, Kalmack back, he's vitally important, the captain of the club at a really vital time in the run-in as well. And the good thing is with AJ and Engels, you've got that international break, gives them more time to build their fitness up as well. And coming into obviously after the split, it's going to be really quite interesting. You're obviously up against the teams at the top end of the league. So difficult games, some really difficult games there. And that's when you're going to call for experience. And I think Araujo's been very, very good. I've been really impressed with him. But if AJ gets up to speed and gets fit enough, it's going to be fantastic. The right-hand side's going to look really strong defensively. I think we've missed AJ, although Araujo's been very good. Engels, you know, you don't know what you've got to. He's no there kind of thing with Engels. You know, he splits opinions, I suppose. Carries that big transfer fee on his shoulders. So I think obviously we're still to see the best of Engels in his time at Celtic. I was expecting it to be this season, but it's been a season like no other. You could probably put it up there with the COVID, the amount of fuck-ups we've had, injuries, or different stuff going against us. But we're still up there, and we're in with a really good chance of winning this league, a really good chance of winning the double. So I think it's really, really important that you get your experienced, better players back. And the fact that we could have them for the run-in, it's only a good thing. So I think it's, it was quite pleasing to see them back training again.
Yeah, I think you're right, Andy. From my point of view, it's almost more of a psychological thing more than anything else as well. At this moment in time as well, where you're getting down to the nitty gritty of a proper championship running, this is when you're getting big boys back in. But what I'll say is, Kevin, I'll come to yourself for this next opinion. Somebody might say the same for Hearts. To say, actually, you want to know what, they've got Cammy Devlin, they've got Lawrence Shankland coming back into their team.
Aye, true.
Cammy Devlin, potentially, possibly the best midfielder in this country at the time he got injured. And Shankland, again, potentially the scoringest striker in the country as well. So, is that something that we're just looking upon as Celtic fans to say that's what's going to win us the league? But if you actually take your Celtic glasses off, potentially other people could say that about teams, about people coming back in.
They could, but the difference is that we've got guys here that's been out of course before. And this is the business end of the season, and this is where we come alive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
On top of that, fuck Long Shankland, fuck Cammy Devlin, and fuck Hearts. That's the kind of mood I'm in tonight. But we've been there, we've done it, we've wrote the book, we've wore the t-shirt. We know how to get it out of the line. We'll do it this year again. Watch this space.
It's a spirit of 86, Kev, innit? You can just feel it.
Yep.
Paul, what kind of advantage do you think, actually, I'll say what kind of advantage, do you think then that having the AJ and having Engels come back in? Now, bear in mind that Engels and Kalmack have not been exactly long-term injuries. It's been a few weeks, but we've been without their services for a few weeks. And getting in to get the last 7 games, 8 games, is it? 7
left.
The end of the season. Do you think that this will be a bigger thing for Celtic? Would it be a bigger thing for Hearts to look at?
Because obviously, I mean, do you mean the players coming back? I mean, listen,
yes.
We've came through a monumental amount of difficult games the last month or so. And as I said, I think I said on Monday, I can't remember. It's the first time I've felt us as we're starting to sneak into the favourites category to win this league. That's the first. I genuinely had saying it, didn't think we were going to win this league up to the 2-each good draw at Ibrox and everything that came after that. So players coming back can only add to that, because the players, the threadbare squad that we got through some really difficult games, difficult venues, back-to-backs, midweeks, all that stuff. Of course, bringing. I mean, Callum McGregor and fucking Engels coming back. AJ, I'm maybe a bit further behind, I'm led to believe. Of course, it's going to help improve. But I just think that the spirit's already there. Call it the spirit 86 if you will, Andy. But I just think the spirit's there, and I think that'll just come through one man. That's Martin O'Neill. I think he's got that the drive and the he's been, as Kev says, he's been on the course, as have all the players. And as I say, it's the business end, and this is where Celtic normally come alive. So as Chubb says, win our games, win the league, as simple as that. And I think ours is also, somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think after the split, if we get the 2 Dundee games on the road with 2 wins, then we're in a fucking good place. Because I think after I think less Motherwell away and maybe Hibs away, is that, or 2 aways after the split?
This is what I wanted to bring up. Is it good segue into it? So at this time as well, you're going to get fucking everybody in their dads with all these conspiracies of, I heard we're getting this, I heard we're getting that. But somebody that sent through a sheet that I've got, many will probably seen this. Yep. Celtic will be at home to Hearts, Rangers and Hibs, and away to Falkirk. And the last game of the season, away to Motherwell, is the way that sheet said it. All 3 teams will be away from home on the last day of the season. So somebody said the helicopter as well will be fucking shiting itself that Sunday. But Paul, I think the way it's going to go, Celtic will approach the split having played 16 home games. The way that the SPFL says 19 home, 19 away, you should even the season out as well. There's no way in hell that they will let Celtic finish with only 18 home games. So Celtic will have 3 home games after the split. We know one's with Hearts, one's at Rangers. It's one of the other 3. That looks like it's going to be Hibs, and then we're away to Falkirk and away to Motherwell. Which, if you're asking me, Paul, would say that's the one I'd probably take at Celtic Park.
All right.
It's absolutely the 3 of them as well. So if that's the case, that's looking quite favourable for Celtic. But I wouldn't trust it as far as I could fucking flag it.
No, the Huns have definitely got us to come to, and they have to go to Hearts, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they need to go to Motherwell as well, do you know?
Hearts have got to play Motherwell before the split, and they'll play after the split as well. So there's loads of games there as well, guys. There's loads of games as well that people will be stealing points off each other. Fucking loads of games.
I'll tell you something, Hoggy.
Yep,
See if that's the way they set it up, and we've got 3 of our first 4 after the split at home. You'll not need a fucking helicopter in the final day of the season.
I know it might not even come down to the last day. Right.
Helicopter will be fucking redundant. Helicopter will be redundant.
We hope that it is. We bloody hope that it is. But knowing Celtic almost do Celtic things to themselves as well. So listen, there's many twists and turns. God bless Tommy Burns. Of this title running to go. But I think something that you mentioned there, Paul, as well, is that the spirit of 86, the spirit that's in this team now, is down to one man. For me as well, it's down to one man, and that's Mark O'Neill.
Thanks, Hoggy.
If you to give anybody else that squad, do you think anybody else would have got what we've got out of that squad?
Hoggy, you'll look back on this. If we go on to win this league, and it's still an if, it's still a big if. There's no guarantees by any matter means. You'll look back on it as some sort of fucking minor miracle. When you see what happens to the players that are going to be moved on next year, because I don't see any of the loan players staying either because we can't afford them or they're just not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be gutting that squad, players that you've brought in, and you'll look back and you say, how the fuck did we manage to win that league? And it has to come down to I mean, we've still got some good players, don't get me wrong. Obviously, the re-emergence of Rio Hatate has been massive for me. The goals of Benjamin Negan and all everything else aside has been huge. So we've still got good players in the team, but it will go down as one of the worst Celtic squads to
win a double.
To win a double, Kev. And by the way, listen, you can play this back anytime you want. I genuinely think we will win a double now. I really do.
Paul, I don't even think it's a factor. It's not the greatest squad, right? But I don't think it's one of the worst squads. I think what you need to remember, and what a lot of people forgetting is we've been missing half a team just about all season.
Kev, of course.
Half of your starting outfield 10 you've been missing all season. No, I mean, where it has highlighted and shown up as is the strength and depth in the squad, it isn't there. But
no.
I'm saying that. She wants we've won the league and then we've won the Scottish Cup and we're sick fed up partying again and we're hanging with a fucking bag of spanners. You'll not be caring how good or bad that squad was.
Kev, see just what you said there about one of the worst Celtic squads we've seen in many a year, especially if they day going and win a double. What does that say about the rest of Scottish football? Because the rest of Scottish football apparently has improved and Hearts have improved, and you just think if Celtic are in with a good chance of doing this, and if they do, what does that say about the rest of Scottish football? Have they actually improved that much, or have Celtic just fell away so much that it makes it look like that?
They look good because we've regressed, and I've been saying that for months and months, and I don't keep tabs on it too much, but they're telling us here that the Govan Galacticos have spent in the region of 30 or 40 million pounds for the summer.
Yep.
I know.
Well,
on what?
I don't know, but it's fucking dog shit.
Yeah. I know, but listen, I'm as I say, I'm feeling as confident as I have done for a long time that this team's going to eventually pull this out the hat. And no, listen, it's no, but listen, anybody that's watched Celtic any longer than 30 years, I'll be laughing at the fact that this is the worst squad. Wasn't much worse squads than this. I think it's a drop off from where we were last season, the dramatic drop off to where we are now. It makes it look a lot worse than it actually probably is.
Where we've been out of the seasons, Paul, in the squad, and the players that we've had out of the seasons as well. We just don't seem to have replaced just as much this time.
All of that, Kev.
Evidently.
Listen, again, Kev, and Hoggy and Andy, you're probably I keep saying you're not much younger than me, Andy, and Hoggy, you're a fair bit, but you know what I'm talking about regards to, because it's very unlike Celtic. When Celtic usually fuck things up, it usually goes drastically wrong and everything goes tits. And that's how it looked like for a long, long time part of this season, like the fights with the fans and the Civil War, and everything you could possibly, the Nancy experiment, and everything that went wrong, and normally that only ends one way. And I think that's got a lot of us thinking, right, this has only gone one way. But again, the calibre of a man like Martin O'Neill that's come in twice and been handed a really difficult job on 2 occasions, and has managed to, I agree, Alistair, 94, 95, definitely, but many worse squads than this, Alistair. Well, I've seen much worse than this.
I bet they teams don't have the funds at the disposal that this sport have, no use them, you know. So under the circumstances, I think it's absolutely shameful that we are in the position we're in.
Yeah, but you're right, Andy. It is, of course, it is, and but let's just hope that the manager has enough just to put us over the line, and I think he will.
All right, awkward silence here.
I've put myself on mute for some reason there. I'm going to put my neck out here and say something. Some would say controversial. Some would say, you're off your fucking nut, Hoggy.
Well, wait till I get another can.
Celtic will win every game from now until the end of the season. Discuss.
Cup final included?
Aye, fucking everyone. Semi-final day before that.
Well, what's that, 10 games? Because we've got
10 games.
2 or 4 to split, and is it 6 up? No, is it 5 after the 6? And the...
Three before the split. We've got Dundee United, Dundee, and St Mirren before the split. You get the 5 games after the split, then you've got St Mirren semi, and then the final. 10 games.
10 games. But you know, Hoggy.
I'm with you in that, Hoggy.
Aye.
But remember, as we said this as well a few weeks back, but has this Celtic team got enough in it to actually go on that run from now until the end of the season? And I'm looking at you for this one, buddy. Do you think that's still a controversial statement for me to say that, or do you think that with all the kind of pieces coming together, with the people coming back to injury, that is potentially something that will happen?
Aye, it's definitely possible. And I think you're obviously not touching upon the performances, because I don't think we're going to get, as I said many a times, the ultimate performance this season. It's just not there. But you're getting Martin O'Neill's influence in this team. It's pretty obvious, you know, that never say die attitude, and the willingness to put your body on the line, and, you know, the commitment and fight to the very last minute, or the 97th minute, whatever it may be. You know that this team will never give up. And I think, you know, from that point of view, that this is a club that traditionally plays right to the very, very last minute. We've done it on many occasions. And I think other teams looking at us will be saying, we're up against it here, because they're getting their better players back, they're getting their mojo back a wee bit, and they've got a great man in charge of them as well. So, you know, that's why you're seeing Derek McInnes cracking up under the pressure. You know, Martin O'Neill's still having a laugh and a joke, and, you know, and he's been through this many, many times, a very experienced guy. You're up against a 30-odd-year-old guy at Rangers, who really hasn't got any experience, anything like this in this particular situation. And you've got Derek McInnes, who certainly knows the league, that hasn't been in this position really seriously. So, you know, when it comes to pressure, and I know Hearts are getting their better players back, but wait, listen, I suppose this season, a couple of the players have looked very, very good. I like that boy Braga. Shanklin knows where the goal is, and Devlin is a pain in the arse. But listen, we've got better quality players than anybody else in the league. If we get a full team back, as poor as you think this squad is, they're still better than what's out there. So it's getting it all to fit together just for these last few games. And I certainly think Celtic are definitely capable of doing it. Whether they can go win all 8 games in a row, I'm no going to stick my neck on the line and say they will. I think it's possible, but I think every team's still going to have a slip. I think it really depends who it's against and how bad it is, and how you react to that as well. You know, because if you're maybe the second game into the split and you slip up, and it's like, how do you react to that to get back into belief that you're going to do something, you know, win the league. So we have been through this. We know what it takes to win leagues. These other teams don't, you know. So that's what's to our advantage.
Yeah. And I think
what
that's
you
where
need
I'm
to
coming from.
remember.
I don't think nobody's expecting Celtic to be going. And what I was trying to say is nobody's expecting Celtic to go and putting on ultimate performances here as well of being the best fucking football team that anybody's ever seen for years. And what I'm kind of pinning that on is the fact of the dig and the attitude and the spirit as well that's been in that Celtic squad as well to not get beaten games.
Right.
Is it something that's what's got to see us through, Paul? It's not going to be free-flowing, beautiful football. It's going to see us through. So anybody that's expecting players to come back in and Celtic to be the finished article, think again. But what it's going to do is going to add a different dimension onto what's already there, which is almost like a no getting beat machine. I don't say a winning machine, a no getting beat machine that is the new. But a couple of additions to that. The one player I want to come at, Paul, and I'll come to you for this one first because I had not a pop at, and I don't want to say I had a pop at folk. I didn't have a pop at people, but I kind of sometimes do have a wee backhanded pop at folk. It's like, fucking be careful what you actually stand up and jump up and down about. So many folk jumped up and down about fucking Arnie Engels all season. He's pish. He's no fucking worth this. He's not worth that. And then as soon as he gets out the team, then you realise what you've lost. It's like, I wish we get Engels back. And it's like, oh, really? You're the one as well. I'm not saying you, Paul, but I'm saying people are the ones that saying that he's fucking useless. He's pish, but I hope we get him back in. Will that man be a difference maker for you, in your opinion, Paul?
Yes, absolutely. I'm an Engels fan. I think definitely.
An Engels fan?
An Engels fan. I think so, mate. But listen, going back to our detractors and our competitors would have been looking at the league, our fixtures over the last 4 to 6 weeks, and saying there's no danger here coming through. They're still where they are, and we are. We've ended up exactly where we need to be after a really difficult run of games. So that football's. I've always said football's psychology is massive in football. And they're about looking, Ken, and we're a winning machine. We're seeing it from the Celtic point of view, that we've been shit all season and everything's been going wrong, right? But remember, our enemies will be looking at, for fucking hell, these cunts again, man. Still can't shake them off. That gets into folks' heads, that shit. You know what I mean? I got into the Hunt seed at Ibrox when they were 2-0 up and fucking the Wigmaster fucking bottled it. And changed his formation. It gets into people's heads, that shit. So to be getting with the amount of injuries we had, the amount of games that we had, fucking everything that could have possibly went wrong this season that's went wrong, players off form, then all of a sudden it just starts to turn. That second half at Ibrox, spot on, Franny. That second hand I think we'll look back at that second half at Ibrox for 2 reasons. First of all, so pivotal on us going on to win the league. If we win the league. And secondly, the day that he had his fucking Clement moment when he was going and celebrating a fucking draw. Right? And he's blinked, and I keep saying it, that wig wearing bastard's blinked and shut it. 2 each, we're on the ropes, we're fucked. 2 rounds on, we're on the ropes, we're fucked. We're out the league title race. If we take the hammer, we would have done that. He bottles it, and fucking lets us back in. And then we completely overrun in the second half. And we've never really, albeit we've not been fantastic since then, but that you can't fucking put a price on that determination, that cohesiveness that brings to a group of players. And you take that to Ibrox, the cup game again, fucking battered for most of that game. But the fans are feeling quite confident. I don't know about you at Ibrox. I do, we've discussed it. I'm starting thinking, I'm all right. I don't think these cuts are going to score. Okay, when I was as comfortable as I've been at Nahanan at Ibrox in probably my life. Fuck knows why. Okay, what I mean? But it all comes down to that. And it all comes back to Martin O'Neill. Everything comes back to Martin O'Neill. So I'm not sure if that was your question, Hoggy. And if I went off on one, I'm not sure. But
I often don't put questions. It's just I say something and let you run with it as well. Where you take it is where you take it. But let's bring it back in as well, because I'm mindful of the time as well, because we're just over an hour. And I'd said at the start as well that we're not going to be ripping my arse at time tonight as well. But let's bring it into the weekend. We've got a game Sunday. We could potentially go into that game on Sunday in third place again. Kevin, for you, is there any psychological thing that you think that by getting into that game in third place will have in the team? Or is this simply a just forget where your fucking position you're in the new? Because you know that they especially with Celtic and Rangers, we'll be playing in different days as well. There's going to be that kind of fucking automatic jump in front of jump behind. But do you think that there's anything that will play in anybody's heads by getting into that game potentially in third on Sunday?
No, I don't think so. I think if you look at the bigger picture of the last 4 or 5 games going into Sunday, the games that we've had, where we've had them, the space of time in between them, and we've come through, and we've got it. I just think there'll be a renewed confidence amongst them. There'll be a buzz about the training ground again, coupled up with the fact that there's players coming back for injury who are usually first team picks that are starting to motor on again. I think the feel good factor will be back about again, and I don't think they'll be too concerned themselves. They obviously know where they are in the league and what's happening with it, and that brings its own pressures itself. But it just seems that there's too many wee things with too many away games there, big ones, that we managed to come through. Know what I mean? We've had the Casper thing. Big Sinisallo's come in and he started performing. All of a sudden, Rio started performing. We've got the other boys coming back. Know what I mean? I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Coupled up with the fact that Lauren's right. Hearts are going to drop points at him to Dundee tomorrow as well, and then next week Aberdeen's going to get something at Ibrox as well. Well, we're running 6 points up in Dundee, and it's going to be more turn on now to the end of the season with the renewed confidence that they've got for what they've just came through. And if you'd asked me 5 or 6 weeks ago, is this team good enough to go out and maybe win 8 or 9 or 9 or 10 of their next 9 or 10 games, I would have said no, but they look as if they're a wee bit of a different animal again now.
Yeah.
So did they. Yeah. And as I said earlier, this is the business end of the season, and this is where we start to get the bit between the teeth. And there is plenty of guys in there who's been there, done it, been over the course, wrote a book, wore a t-shirt. And so in answer to your question, no, I don't think they'll be too concerned about that, to be perfectly honest with you.
And then Paul, you going out to the game on Sunday?
I'm indeed. So Alistair, if you're being your normal spot, mate, I'll pop up and say hello at some point during the game. Before I'm going up on Sunday, mate. Aye. Yeah.
Last time we were up there, was they exactly
it was fucking
a decent,
horrible.
pleasant performance as well? But are you expecting any pitfalls or anything going wrong on Sunday? I suppose you'd expect a good Celtic.
I always expect a difficult game up in Dundee, Tannadice particularly for some reason. But I'm also a low averages fan, and I don't think they're beating us twice in the season in the league. So with that on our side as well, that absolute disaster that Marcel, Alistair, and probably many others watched and witnessed firsthand. Just a really toxic, horrible night. That night, just horrible. Just everything about it was horrible. Even the treatment in Nancy was horrible. I mean, I didn't really enjoy that either.
Disgusting.
But it wasn't nice, Kev. But understandable. We're passionate. Football fans are passionate, and it comes out in different ways. But anyway, no, I am fairly confident. We're winning the game. Prediction wise, I would go get a 3-1. I think 3-1 or 3-0.
And in regards to Sunday, because I think as we spoke about on Monday night there, we're into a place in the season now where we're getting options for Celtic positions again now. So defensively, we've got options again at centre half. We've got options in the full-back positions. We've got options in our midfield. Right, the strikers, we've got options, maybe no a lot of great options there as well, but we're getting into that this time of the season where there's no really, you couldn't really pick out that's definitely going to be your 11. But what's your thoughts? Because Trusty is back after the suspension. Does Trusty come straight back into that team on Sunday for you, or does Benjamin Arthur keep his place in the Scalestein the team? What would your thoughts be in the defensive centre halves?
I like Arthur. I think he's definitely got something about him. Trusty's been fantastic recently. You know, but I think we've all agreed that Trusty's the type of defender when your backs are against the wall. I don't think it's going to be that game, so I don't think it's that vitally important. I really don't know who I would go at the back, but what I would say is since Sanosalo's been in goal, the defenders look a lot more comfortable and secure. They look a lot more a defensive unit, you know, a lot more solid. Now that Casper's no in goals. Just touching on the fact that we play last, we've been playing catch up probably most of the season, so I don't think it's really going to make much difference when it comes to the mentality where they're going to stand if they are sitting in third place, and that's a big question mark, you know, because obviously the other teams play, so there's a good chance one or both could slip up, and we might actually have the opportunity to go top of the league. So, you know, I'd like to look more on the positive side of that. When it comes to the side, I really don't know what we go for defensively. But prediction-wise, I think I'll go for a 3-0 win for Celtic. I'm going to go for the usual nagging goal. I think Hatate will go on the goal sheet, and I'm also going to go with Yang to get a goal. So I'm going to go 3-0 Celtic. Pretty confident, because Dundee United haven't been great recently, to be honest.
They've not been great result-wise as well, but again, there was a couple of performances where Jim
Goodwin.
This is something again. Jim Goodwin was going to say they're playing some of the best football they've played all year, but they just can't defend. I think that's what we were saying. The thing with them, they're playing great football, but put them under pressure.
Look, when we had Nancy, we were playing some really attractive stuff going forward and shatter sale at the back, you know. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily win you a game. What's noticeable now as Celtic as a unit, and we spoke it. You actually, I think it was yourself, Hogie, who said that, you know, that we refuse to be beaten, kind of thing. So. And when I spoke about the defensive unit looking more solid as well, so it gives the forward players, or it gives the forward players a wee bit more kind of freedom to kind of go about things and concentrate on trying to get a goal if they know they're safe at the back, or relatively safe.
I'm hoping you're putting that at a different game.
Oh, he's a prick. He's a fucking prick, blue man.
I would never call you a prick, Chubb, as well, but that's a prick statement, mate. It's a prick statement.
I think the big man's on the fucking drugs or something.
Are you expecting any surprises with the team on Sunday, or do you think this will be a kind of stereotypical Martin O'Neill team? It'll be the kind of same-ish team. It'll be on the guys that he's depended, so you'll probably see Trusty come back in with Scales. You'll probably see KT. Whether Arajo's going to be fit or not as well, you might see Donovan in there. But other than that, do you expect any differences?
But we've got a hun alert, somebody saying, I'm not seeing that. Hun alert. Somebody in the comments, I'm not seeing that.
I'm talking about Chubb.
All right, okay. He's fucking many things. He's a prick, he's all that, but he's certainly fucking hun, let me tell you that. So I think it's an interesting one with Trusty for the reasons that Andy just mentioned, because as the Trusty you see at Ibrox when he's defending, the Trusty when you see in Italy when he's defending, the Trusty you see in Germany when he's defending, as second to none. Tannadice is a tight wee grund. That's why the grunds at Trusty's got a mistake in him for me. So as much as I do expect him to come back in, I would be pretty happy to see big fucking Arthur kept in the team. But I'll be trusting Scales. I don't think McGregor comes back in. Does he come in fit for Sunday?
It might be a sub.
Mark said he was going to have a look at him today. I think he's basically champing at the bit. He's wanting to play Sunday. He's champing at the bit, but they're going to be kind of looking at him before the game. So I think you see him. I think you see him.
Okay. I hope so.
I think with your captain as well. I don't think he's a player as well that if he's fit, we'll put him on the bench anyway. If your captain's fit, if he declares himself fit, he fucking plays in that game. For me, captain starts. Captain starts.
Yeah.
Nobody in that team plays. Nobody in that team plays on Sunday unless they're 100%. Simple as that. You pick your team. You pick
I don't think.
I know,
Kevin. None of your players at this stage of the season are 100% fit. I think none of them are 100% fit. They'll have wee niggles here and there as well. But again, let's get back to that Kasper Schmeichel thing. do you front it up and say, I'll play through a sore toe, I'll play through a wee fucking scratch leg or something like that? Or do you basically just hands up, I'm no fit here as well? That's an individual.
Okay, could they put his fucking hands up because his rotator cuff? Put his fucking hands up. Fucking cheating bastard.
Fucking been doing in installments as well.
I know.
So, gentlemen, I'll ask you just for a very, very quick prediction for Sunday, then, and then we'll start to kind of bid everybody a good night, because it's got to that stage as well that all week I've been on a high with this raffle thing as well, and seeing that it's happened, I think I need a bottle of wine in me. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go buy a bottle of wine.
Well deserved,
gentlemen,
well deserved.
What do you think, Andy? What's your score prediction for Sunday?
Aye, 3-0. As I said, 3-0 Celtic. Nigrin, I fancy Hatate to get a goal. And Yang. I think Yang's performed really well recently, you know. So fair play to him. Fair play to him. Nigrin, as we know, drifts in and out of games, but he's always got a goal in him. And I just fancy Hatate for like 25 yards out or something like that. I fancy a goal like that for Hatate. So 3-0 Celtic.
Very specific Kevin, this week, Andy.
Aye, I know. Aye.
Kev, what you thinking, brother?
4-0 Celtic.
4-0.
Nah, I think
Paul?
I'm going to go more pragmatic 2-0. I'm going to be happy with 2-0.
You're on about the job too much, you fucker.
5-0. Augie says 5-0.
5-0. Oh, interesting.
Can tell I need a bottle of wine in me. But gentlemen, I just want to kind of start wrapping things up here as well, because again, it's been a big week, a big couple of weeks actually for the podcast, on different reasons, but the primary reason for our podcast being in existence and what we do obviously is to kind of look at Celtic and have the discussions about Celtic, but it's anything that we can do to shine a light on causes, charities and stuff like that as well, that maybe don't get to the lights that they should. And I think for everybody as well, it's been a great effort. It's been a fucking fantastic effort for every single person. And I mean every single person involved, not only in the organising of it, but everybody in the taking part. The crowd, the community that we've got here as well, absolutely fucking proud of every single one of these that's helped us with this. Absolutely fucking proud of these. Notre Dame, Kieran Tierney clubs, supporters clubs as well, proud of fucking yous as well, guys.
Yep.
It's been a fucking great effort. And the money that we've raised as well is going to a great charity. This podcast exists, and we've always said that any surplus or profit that we make as well doesn't come into our pockets. That will get funneled out into other projects as well and other services that need that money rather than us as well. So I just wanted to kind of take that big thank you very much to every single one of you, because that money, and I don't want to be kind of overindulgent on it, but that money will go to change people's lives and potentially save people's lives. I've been up there. I've seen the work that those guys do as well. It's fucking. I'll start getting teary. I'll start crying. I will start crying as well if I get in there as well. So just the work that I've done in my working life over the years has seen dramatic changes in people's lives when you talk about the mental health side of things. And anybody that works in mental health services will know exactly what I'm talking about there. The support that these guys give the individuals and the colleagues of these services are absolute fucking miracle workers. And if we can go any single way as well to help them deliver the services that they need in their jobs to the community that needs it as well, he's done an absolutely fucking amazing thing. And I'm so proud of every single one of you. So for me, and I'll pass it on to the guys as well, but for me, go into this weekend, guys, with a sense of accomplishment, because what we've done here as well doesn't get done often on Celtic podcasts. You don't see that kind of stuff as well getting done and getting raised for fucking nothing. I started this with 6 prizes. 6 prizes. We get 21 fucking prizes gave away there. Yep. 21 prizes, signed taps and all sorts of stuff. That wasn't me that done that. That was people in our community reaching out to do that as well. So we just want to kind of say a massive thank you that we are the privileged ones in this as well, that we get to sit in these screens and talk shite basically. But you guys out there as well in this community as well are just as important as we are. And that, thank you every single one of you, and go into this weekend as well with a sense of accomplishment. And just go and fucking enjoy your weekend, because you guys and we have done a fantastic thing this weekend. And we will do more. You heard me moaning at the start of the podcast as well, but thank fuck this week's over. But see, when you look back in it, it'll be look back with that sense of pride, and it'll be like, when's the next one? What are we doing next? And I mark my words, we will be doing something next as well. So thank you very much, everybody, for what you've done for me, for what you've done for the podcast, what you've done for Andy, Paul, Kevin, Nicky, Barry, all the guys in the background as well. Superb, fucking superb. Anybody else get anything they want to add, gentlemen, before we say our goodbyes this evening?
Can I just say that the commenters and the viewers and people that take part in making this podcast what it is are the most important people. We would be talking about Celtic anyway, but the fact that we can come on and have a real kind of CSP Celtic family says it all, especially occasions like this when you know, people dig deep and really the kindness of their heart really shows, and what people have donated and contributed and buying tickets. It's just a huge thank you for an absolutely fantastic cause as well. You never know the minute when you need help. You know, anybody could be in a position at any time. So if we can help out in any way, and when I say we, I mean not just us on the podcast, but the whole podcast community as a whole, then I just want to say a big thank you and well done to everybody, especially you, Hoggy, for organising it, but everybody else that's came together to make this happen. It's just a big thank you and well done. And it's an absolute pleasure to come on and spend time with the community, with the comments, and it's like a family in it. So it's brilliant. It's an absolute pleasure.
Paul, Kevin, anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
It's not very often this happens, but with that Hoggy and what Andy said, there's what more do you say? And I'm just to paraphrase what Chubb has said as well, that this is what Celtic Football Club means to me. You know what I mean? It's more than 11 men running about the park every other Saturday. It's a Friday night. It's people you've never met, but you're prepared to help, and they're prepared to help you. It's recognising that we live in a world where people need help. This is for somebody that didn't have much to say, but I'm not going to add much more. It's all the things that make this club and the people that support our club very, very special people. So Hoggy, for organising it, thank you very much, mate. You're an absolute gem of a person and just a great human being. And I mean that for the bottom of my heart. And to everybody that's taken part and made it so successful, these are gems and stars. And you should be very proud of everyone. He's one the big man. Come on, didn't he? It's just the truth, mate.
No, it's I'm no fucking ashamed of it as well. Just
no, didn't be daft, man.
So some of the comments that you see there as well, and it's I don't want to go emotional as well, but
you're a good person. You're a great person, Hoggy. You deserve it.
No, it's not a me thing. It's just
no, starting here.
It's just what you're saying there. It's the very ambition, the very essence that Celtic was built on as well. You don't really think that we're doing that as a podcast as well, but my Christ.
We are. Well done,
love
mate.
These guys.
Well done, man.
Love yous. Right, I'm going to call it there as well, because I will start fucking bubbling like a big lassie here.
Guys, thank you. Myself, so.
Thank you very much, guys. Never, ever, ever underestimate the power of a word or the power of an action, please.
Yep. The
smallest of actions can have the biggest fucking impacts on somebody as well. I've spoken before as well about giving folk cuddles and stuff like that. Tell folk you love them.
Yeah.
All that stuff as well. Just go, have yourself a fucking absolutely fantastic weekend, whatever you're doing. Drink wine, whatever you're going to do as well. I'm going to go and drink wine in a bit. Guys, as always, we will bid you a good night. Thank you big time. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay Celtic, and stay CSP. We will be with you on Monday to go through that weekend again, guys. Fucking champion. Much love to you all. Thank you very much.
Hey, Will. Thank you.